to our lunchtime live. Like always, I clicked go before I pulled it up on my little handy dandy I can see you account. So I'm going to get on that, and that way we can see comments. Today we're doing an inside lunch. It is just messy outside. It wants to rain. The humidity's up. It's just won't worth it. I have a headache anyway, and I don't feel like being outside. So you get to look at my plant, my rock, my salt pillar, my lunch, and we will sit here and just chit chat, right? Oh, hold on. Now I'm in the chat, and I want me to pull up. I should make myself a community moderator. All right. There we go. Maybe I can see something come up. But one thing I wanted to chat about, like personal reflection right now, right? I have my fruit. It seems like whenever traveling happens, I don't eat so well. And then I come home and all I'm craving is just straight fruits and vegetables. So last night I made a huge, threw it all in there, fresh fruit salad. I just have grapes, strawberries, blueberries, oranges, mango, um, anything. And then it's a huge bowl, but I can also freeze some of it because all of this stuff freezes so well. And I think there's nothing more refreshing than being in the summer grabbing a frozen treat out of the freezer. But anyway, I think the other thing that happens when I travel is not only does my eating become off, but my routine, my set routine during the day becomes off. And I really struggle a lot with getting a schedule, writing a schedule, maintaining a schedule. And really to feel productive, to know it's like I have so many thoughts of what's going on, what needs to happen, what I want to get done, and I'm just not moving there. So perhaps I need to go back to the basics of life and get a list. I'm really kind of schedule things out. Hold on, I'm gonna do a big Hi Beyond World, welcome to my lunchtime live. Your dinner time, I'm sure. Come on in and sit a while. We are just talking about, or I was talking about when I returned from traveling or my days get off, how it's hard for me to get back into a routine or to feel productive, or I don't know, now that things aren't scheduled so much because of children and all, uh, some days I'll wake up and the next thing I know, it's time to have dinner on the table, and I haven't really quite gotten stuff done that day because I've gotten stuck at the computer or doing whatever. And I know the skills of highly efficient people, but it's really tricky, or I find it really tricky to implement that into my life. I don't know. It's crazy how you know what needs to happen, and then it just doesn't necessarily happen. I did get the dog shaved last night, though. Poor Marley got a haircut from us. Let's see, Marley, come show everybody your haircut. You got his little hair trimmed up. So I missed. I didn't cut his face right. So summer is tonight, and then they will be all set to head up to my mom's house in the country and chase the roosters and the chickens and the goats. But yeah, it's just a lazy day, but that's really what I think the next day or two. I know I have projects I want to accomplish, but I think without physically writing them down now, not that I forget, but time gets away from me. Time just moves so fast. And before we know it, a whole year's gone and things haven't been accomplished, things haven't gotten done. We just haven't gotten to where we, I personally wanted to be. And I'm kind of tired of letting life zip by. I think because, oh, somebody's coming in the house. Excuse me. I'm doing my lunchtime live. So walk through the dad's office. Kids that just came in the house. But it's pointing on me on the sofa.
Okay.
Little guest voices popping in. But Marley didn't go nuts. Huh? Hello, hello. Oh, they came through to do it while they're standing in the kitchen. I am going to share those chickens with you. You will laugh. They're outside. Hey, Daniel, stir that pot of beans while you're standing there, please. Thank you, love. Yeah, and we'll see. Last year there was, not on my mom's property, but the one across the street, they had like a little cow, but it's a mini cow, and she had just calved. So I want to go get those cows and get those the chickens. I think there's only 2 roosters over in the area, and it's next to the goats and the ducks and just the plethora of animals. And I have my video camera, my nighttime video camera, at my sister's house, so perhaps she will get some good deer. She's right where the deer walk, so I can't wait to see if she gets those. Up, we're gonna see legs. Up, nope, they went out by the door. People running through the house. Chunk, chunk, chunk. But I was so proud of Marley. He didn't bark. He was a good boy. He was such a good boy. You want a blueberry? Yes, you got a blueberry. He was a good boy. But usually he goes nuts, I guess, because I was holding him. He didn't go crazy. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna, when I'm up, I have so many lists to make lists that it's now time to get moving on the list. And I don't know why, I just find it so difficult. Oh, Summer just walked through. She heard voices. Yeah, she did. So that's what the plans are. In the meantime, today I'm cooking a whole big pot of beans. I made the classic novice mistake of dry beans. You only need a little because they expand. Yeah, I use a whole lot of dry beans and they've expanded, so we have a lot of things. I think we're going to be using black beans for the next week or 2. Everybody will be just eating black beans. His haircut is so bad, it is cracking me up. Marley, do you want to show everybody what I did to your face? Okay, come here, get on my lap. Come on, he wants another blueberry. Come on. Here, come get it. Come here. Okay, you gotta look at the camera. He likes to eat in private. He won't eat in front of us. Oh, he likes a blueberry though. That's all. 2 of them. I have 2 great blueberry bushes outside. I can't wait until they blossom and bloom and do their blueberry thing. Yes. In the meantime, I'll save the blueberries for the dogs and eat the strawberries. So I had to go to the doctor today, and as I was driving back, the blinker on my daughter's car started blinking too fast. So I stopped by auto place and got a new light bulb. But then when I looked at it, when I got to my next place I was going, it it seemed like it might have been the front blinker, but all the blinkers were still blinking. So I think what I'll do is go back to the auto place and buy front light bulbs as well. Way when whatever blinker stops blinking with the indicator light, she'll be able to go ahead and change it. And if not her, she knows people that will help her. And that's really great. I just am so thankful where she's moved, what she's doing, that her little house is around people that will support her and help her any way they can with anything that she needs. And that makes you feel really good when your young adult is going out on their own. Like, yeah, she was transitioned from the dorm to an apartment, but in the apartment she lived with a roommate, and it was in a really nice community with the grocery shopping and all right there. And so she kind of went a little bit bigger. But this, having your own house, really, I feel, as a whole different level of independence. You are there by yourself to figure it all out. And nobody, I mean, not nobody, we're just a phone call away. Her boyfriend's just a phone call away, but it's not the same as having a roommate right there. So anyway, moral of the story is I'll get her light bulbs, and then she'll have all the light bulbs she needs for her car. And whatever this fast blinking sound is, hopefully, if it goes out, she will have the proper bulb, and all that she'll have to do is put it in. And that would be a very, I keep looking down at my little dog, that would be a very good thing to have. So I also thought, just switching gears here to random chit chat. This is just going to be random chit chat today. I was cruising around the YouTube streets like I often do, looking at different things, and it's really interesting what algorithms you can fall into when you just watch one thing or two things. Then it seems like the algorithm decides, oh, I'm gonna watch everything. Half the things, if I'm clicking on my phone, I'm clicking onto something, and it is it's clicked on because my fat finger clicked it, not necessarily because of some great algorithm. A desire to watch something. Wait a minute, I want to see what this does, okay? Because I think we can, oh, look at that. I don't have makeup on, so now I can retouch myself and look fabulous. And then we're going to create a little highlight right here. I was looking for this yesterday and couldn't find it. So this is going to create a highlight, but I do want to talk about some of the funny things that I have seen on the YouTube streets lately and that I've really enjoyed. And please, down in the comment section or in our chat right here and right now, let me know what are some of your favorite YouTube sites just to go for light-hearted fun. I find that I either use YouTube as a way to decompress and look for some, like, I don't know, I'll go down a rabbit hole, or I'm just looking for humor. I don't do TikTok, and I really do enjoy people that are bringing TikTok content to YouTube and are bringing the highlights over. And I was watching a channel, and it just came up in my algorithm. Can't even remember the name of the channel, but this gentleman had tons and tons and tons of young men, and I'm calling young men between 22 to 35, maybe even 40, calling each other and saying goodnight to random friends. I was laughing. Some of them, you could tell people were asleep and were upset to call and get woken up. But others were just, because it was such an uncharacteristic thing to have said to them, they kind of reacted in a funny way. So that's my current rabbit hole, watching YouTubers that are doing TikToks, and the TikToks, highlighting TikTok videos that have to do with certain themes. And right now my theme is young men calling to say goodnight, because it's really funny. If I called one of my girlfriends right now and said, hey, I was just thinking of you, just thought I'd call and say hey, and hope you're having a good night, and sleep well tonight, talk to you later. Women wouldn't even say it. I could even say, hey, I was just thinking of you, haven't heard from you in a while, I just called to say I miss you, love you, talk to you later. That's okay in the realm of womanhood. Between best friends, closest friends, not random acquaintances. I wouldn't just pick up the phone and call someone from work and say that, but somebody, that you're close with, it would be fine to say that. And the reactions were hilarious. Now, I guess this was a trend that went on TikTok, and a lot of people did know about the trend, and then we're laughing, going, oh, this is the TikTok trend. But if you get a chance and you want something fun to look at, that I found was really funny. Now, if you're somebody that gets a little upset with curse words or finds certain words offensive, you know what they are, I know what they are, the words that got us standing in a bathroom with soap in our mouth, then watching these would probably not be for you. However, I am truly, really enjoying them. I think the other thing that I'm really stuck watching, I'll go through periods of times. Sometimes I like murder mysteries, but then it's like, oh wait, everybody's out to get me. It gets to be too much. And other times I'll watch like the dog grooming. But right now, I don't know what it is. Hold on, I gotta adjust. But hair cutting videos, men's hair cutting videos have shown up. And it's not that the cuts are that extreme. It's just, I don't know what I find so interesting in them. And I do find the shorts more captivating when I'm down that kind of rabbit hole, as opposed to a long-term video, a long format video. So then as a creator, what do? Do we make more shorts, or do we stick with our long form? I don't know. On this page, I'm sticking with lunchtime lives. Here we are, we'll build a community, we'll all be here to eat lunch together, dinner together, or breakfast together, or just a mid-afternoon snack. And if we do it consistently, Monday through Friday, at least we'll know where to find each other and what time, and that's where we are. So with that being said, let me know what you're into right now. The other thing I'll get into, so I like the men's haircut, but I am obsessed with, and I find it so soothing, is the hair braiding videos. Now, men's hair cutting I love in a short. Wham bam, thank you, man. But when it's a braiding process, or somebody that's doing a whole head of putting in extensions or braiding a whole head of hair, that I find so relaxing, and that I like the long process of it. Sometimes though, I will adjust my speed. So sometimes with the hair braiding videos, a 1.5 speed is just enough where it kind of moves fast enough that if I blink or look away and look back, I've really caught a continuation where, it's to a new place. So that's kind of where I am with YouTube right now. I'm still, for you all that don't know, I do have another channel that I work on. This is my secondary channel that started from my first channel. My first channel started out as Fabulous Me. It was a channel that I had for years and years and years. Let me start at the beginning and I'll tell you my YouTube journey, because it's just us here today talking, and then we'll be able to track it. Okay, here's how it all began. The year was, I don't know, let's say 2014. And I was just discovering YouTube as an alternative for TV because I just was looking around. I liked a lot of the documentaries, a lot of the really creative content that was being created that was almost movie-esque. And I find a lot of really interesting movie-esque channels. That's where it all started. Then I found some reviewers. Okay, let me be real. I found one reviewer that I loved. I loved this one reviewer. And she was reviewing the reality TV shows. I like a good reality TV shows. And her review, I think it hit me so right, not only because it was real talk, but because our ages were similar. Our ages are very, very similar. And sense of humor, we're kind of in the same region of country, same general 100 miles area. So a lot of how she came across, I just loved her reviews, loved her reviews. Then when I started working at night, I wasn't getting home from work until 11 o'clock at night. And there's no way to go right to bed. And so she was doing live reviews on YouTube, and she always does lives only. So I was like, okay, let me start watching. And then when you go to comment in the comments section, she was saying that, or it kept popping up, guard your privacy, guard your privacy, guard your privacy. Oh, guard your privacy. Well, I had a lot more, to lose at that point in life. And, okay, guard your privacy. So I went from a channel that had my name on it to created a whole new channel, little ninja account, and it was Fabulous Me. So I was over there at Fabulous Me, and then just being for years. So probably from 2015 until last year, I was over using that account, Fabulous Me. Then last year I said, well, I want to start doing some of the craft projects and some of the house updates and just let me film myself. I think it'll be a way to motivate me, to track me, to help do the things, and it'll be fun, have a community, see who's out in the world, because I really felt like I had connected with a lot of people that were in this content creators chat, and I really enjoyed seeing the people. We kind of knew, oh, you're having a rough time, what was going on. And so I was like, okay, let me try this. And of course, she had also, and some other people that I watched, to just start talking to the camera, start making content. You'll never know where it'll go. You'll never know what happens. He says, okay, I'm going to do that on this channel. But I don't know how to use a telephone. I don't know how to record. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to do it. I just don't know how. So I had gotten my first cell phone in 2023. Yep, my very first one, January 10th of 2023. I got my very first cell phone. So it's like, okay, so this is 2024. I said, okay, let me start recording. But that's how technologically ignorant I am. I just didn't use it, don't need it, for various reasons, which had no interest. This phone. And then, so I started recording on my Fabulous one. I started uploading. And the one thing I was seeing when researching, it was just start. Just do it. Go, go, go. Just make a video of anything and upload it. Make a video of anything and upload it. And eventually you'll find out where it's supposed to be. So I started with Fabulous Me, and I was doing just uploading videos of anything, kind of nature clips. Originally, I started with the ASMR. My daughter was like, yeah, I really like these, and Mom, you could make some stuff. Try to figure out something that'll make your brain tingle and is relaxing. And I was like, oh, well, shoot, I can run a vacuum or a fan or think of some things. So I said, okay, I'll do that. Well, I did a few of those videos and then decided, wait a minute, I'd much rather capture the outside world. So while I was doing that, in my YouTube viewing, somehow I came across the world of lives. And here we are. Yeah, so I came across the world of lives and vlogging and all of that. So I took that channel kind of that way for a while. And then I had, when you're chasing the watch hours and trying to figure out ways to do it, I was being really encouraged. This was when the looping videos and the restreams were very, very popular. And I was really encouraged by other people. Just try it, try it, try it. So I started trying different things. And then I cracked a nut. Truthfully, got my walnut, cracked the walnut, and that video took off. It got so many views. And the channel, through the restreaming and the looping and the it went, but it was all centered around the sounds and the sights of nuts being cracked. And so it became Fabulous Nuts. But then I still had this backup channel that was gonna be my original channel once I learned what I was doing over there. But here I am over on this Fabulous Me, that's now Fabulous Nuts ASMR, and now I'm invested over here. So I didn't really want to do anything over here. But then I realized I miss the community. I miss my friends. I miss what was being built. So I said, okay, I'll come back on this side, and then we will start vlogging and posting whatever I want, just lifestyle. And I mean, I don't know really what lifestyle. I just had to pick a category, or how to. So this is going to be how to be an old lady, I guess. I don't know, or how to age, or there's no real skill. But then I said, you know, there has to be other people sitting around at a time to eat around this lunchtime that are want to gather together. And so I said, okay, well, let's kind of let that be the focus, and then whatever other videos I upload, I can upload. And that's how this became from a crafting channel to more of a live vlog with us just gathering together, interacting, letting our ideas, talking about where we are and what's happening in our part of the world. And that's where it all started and went. So with that all being said, and circling back around long-windedly, this way I only do an hour, not two, to my original thing that I was speaking of, what are the favorite things you're into right now and that you're looking at on YouTube? Like I had said, I like the TikTok videos coming over. And then I had been watching a lot of true crime, but it seems like I can watch about a month. And when I'm watching stuff, I'll have always something, whether it's television or radio, or something playing in the background. And I think that comes out of having spent a childhood in a large family. I always like to have that background noise. And then, you know, teenager, radio, blah, 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 blah. So I was doing true crime. But now there's a young woman that I'm watching, and she has a crafting channel. And so I'm watching a lot of her videos. So as I get back into hers, the algorithm is now picking back up on this side, more of the craft things to see and to do. I think it's hilarious when my dog sleeps with his tongue sticking out of his mouth. Come show everybody. Did you boo boo? He's sleeping with his tongue out of his mouth. All right. There you go. Sit right there and take a nap. Then when your tongue comes out, it'll be cute. So yeah, that's where it all is and what all is going on. So then we'll just keep doing our lives here and get our community going. I know it's an odd time, but like I said, I just felt like 11:30 to 12:30 is a great time. It kind of clicks meal time or snack time or coffee time or tea time or bedtime all around the world. And sometimes everybody just wants to sit down and have a cup of tea with another person. So here we are. Yes. He loves when you breathe on him. So, he gave me kind of a... So that's it. So that's kind of what I was thinking about today. And then it once again all goes back to, or I can, in my mind, take it all back to getting motivated again, getting it done. It feels like with me, I have a 2-week attention span, 2 weeks of motivation, and then things kind of, I fall off a schedule. I don't really know how to get disciplined, to have enough self-discipline to get past that 3-week mark. Because I know you have to do something for, 45 days to make a new habit, 30 days to make a new habit. And I definitely really struggle with that day number 15 through 25. I feel like if I can just get over that hump, and I guess it's just saying you're gonna do it and holding yourself accountable. Isn't it crazy, all of the skills that we try to learn or teach or pick up as in our youth, you still, certain things you master and other things you still spend a lifetime trying to get there. I guarantee you, when I'm 90 years old, God willing, or 100 years old, God willing, I'll have lists all over my house of things I want to get done, things I want to get accomplished, things that need to be taken care of. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to make the list. I'm going to stick to it this time. Get up at this time, eat our breakfast. We're going to exercise. We're going to do like all the things we're supposed to do to live happy, be happy, live healthy, be healthy. So we'll see. By that time, though, I'll probably be living over with my sister, and she's the boss. She's like a little chihuahua. So she'll be busy bossing us around. She'll keep me on a schedule, that's for sure. Yeah, don't lick my face. It's like the only dog I've ever had that does that snake tongue. I don't know. It's okay. Just like snake tongue. So that's what I'm thinking about. Patrick, I know you're in the bush. I hope you're having a great day. I think when we wrap up this live, I am going to go ahead and start cooking rice for our beans and rice with a fried egg. It's that kind of day. But yeah, that's what we're planning for dinner. I don't have any idea about tomorrow. Maybe we'll have chicken to go with our bean and rice. Ha, there's Patrick. I knew you were in the bushes, boo-boo. I knew you were in the bushes. Oh, Marley's looking for Patrick. Did you see Patrick? So what about those that are Father's Day plan? Is it something that is a big deal, little deal, huge deal? If you're a father, if you have a father, you celebrate that day. Is it a worldwide celebration? I think like with Mother's Day, that's like something that's been adopted with other areas, but it's on different days, if I'm not mistaken. Where I think maybe, I don't remember hearing about Father's Day. We need to look up what are our traditions and what not corresponds with them. I'll have to make a video for my other channel. Yep. So anyway, my dear friends, that is where we are. We are living. We're loving. We're going to get organized. We're going to stick to a schedule. Like I said in my other one, it's never too late. We keep thriving and trying and smiling and working. Working on the days. My big goal today, though, is my big dog. I have to shave her. So when she's at the country, she won't be too hot being outside, and she won't get burrs in her skin, and she will enjoy it being up there. She's such a goof. And there's some he needs a few touch-ups. But I've never shaved a little dog, so I don't think he turned out too poorly. And what is he trying to eat? He's just gnawing on my finger. He's so funny. You are funny. Today I might start. So I just finished a series on my other channel, the ASMR. It's just a fan sound, and I was putting together a puzzle. So I got that completed. And my next big like series that I'm doing over on that channel is I'm gonna be reading the Dracula, the 1920s version of Dracula over there, and that will be. But I think I'll definitely begin that. I don't know. It's only 328 pages, so really to read it out loud, it would only take about 2 days to film, and then 2 days to upload. Because I have definitely found the longer the video, the longer it takes to upload. I know you do, Beyond World. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna go after this, and I see you here, Beyond World. I'll go with my channels and hit you up a lot. But you see me responding. I always catch yours. Your chickens, though, have hit my I have subscribed and have the bell on, but also they always hit my loops a lot. Now, okay, because you have a billion quadrillion subscribers, and I love how your page is with your chickens. But do you find putting out more than one short is good, and then the video? Like, how are you managing that page? What works better for you? Some people have told me don't do short content because then it'll wind up. But then I find for that channel, so much of my subscribers come from the shorts and then come over to watch the long content. So it's so hard to know. I think YouTube, it's kind of like a lot of things in life. What works for a little while doesn't work always. What works this time, it can alter, it can change, it can stop working. I don't know, I can't. It's just such a crazy way. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing too. And it's so weird. Like when I was doing those loops, they were so great, but then my channel wound up being kind of sort of shadow banned because I would run that like the video looped for like 11 hours, which was great, right? And I would have all these views. 100,000 views, 200, 800. Remember that? I mean, just tons of views. But I got jammed because the views were not long enough. So YouTube said, oh, you don't have engagement. You're not holding your audience. And then all of a sudden that channel, like in May, it just crashed. So we just keep working on it. And in the meantime, I would just stay in here vlogging, thinking about things to talk about, talk for an hour, give everybody else's ears a break that I text and talk to all day. And I can pretend like I'm not talking to myself because I'm looking at a camera. How great is that? One thing too I love now about like cell phones, all you have to do is put something in your ear and I can walk around the store talking to myself and not look crazy just because I have a thing in my ear. I don't even know. I don't even have it attached to anything. I just found a thing around the house, put in my ear, and it looks like I'm having a whole conversation with people. Now, when I worked at a store and people were walking around with things in their ears and having conversations and you would answer them and you didn't realize you weren't part of the conversation, that was very frustrating. But what are we going to do? We're just going to live and learn. That's right. That's right. We will live and learn, and we will come back and do it all again tomorrow. So those are the goals. We got some goals. We're going to get these beans that you all would die. I was watching it like, oh, that's right. You all are in a holiday. It's Eid. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but may you find a lot of blessings during this holiday time for you. And thank you, whole family. Hello, Beyond World, my favorite chicken. And I like the other birds too, but there's those roosters. I have to say, I've watched enough. My favorite rooster is your black and white one with the speckles. He has the attitude. He's my favorite one. The red rooster was a little smaller. He wants to be big boss, but his crow, he's got to get going. If you all don't know Beyond World, please go up in the chat and connect to his stuff. He has wonderful shorts. Hello, Miss Panda Love. Welcome, welcome. Well, you're late, but we're here, so you're not really late. I actually went live about the time I wanted to at 11:30 today, so yesterday I was a bit early. And here we are. We were just talking. Beyond World is he has roosters, and his roosters are hilarious. So he has them in shorts, and I grew up hearing roosters crowing all the time, and didn't grow up in the city, so I know roosters crow all day, all day, all day, and all night sometimes. So it always makes me feel good. I don't know why. It just feels like home. Certain things just feel like home. Certain sounds feel like home. And then when you want to be annoying, you can turn the rooster crower on. But his are very, very fun. And so Miss Panda Love, today it's dreary and humid, and it's going to have thunderstorms, and it's headache weather, so we're sitting inside, and I hope your day is being wonderful and that you are having beautiful weather up there in Pennsylvania where it's a little bit cooler. Yes, most definitely. We're gearing up for Father's Day. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think these storms that are coming down are supposed to bring cooler weather behind them. But man, I suffer from really bad migraines. Matter of fact, I had to go get injections today. That's why I don't have my makeup all done. No makeup today. We had to go get migraine injections. But I'm so thankful that there's some relief out there and we can go get it, and it's not that big of a deal. right? Marley has taken to his chair. He didn't want to be part of the conversation anymore. He says he's been as cute as he could be. So I might, I think I will actually go ahead because I haven't posted a video in a while on this channel. I have to shave my big dog. She's a golden doodle, but she's 15 years old, and she will not go to the groomer. It's too stressful. Oh wow, that's hot there. I think it's like 85, but feels like 90 here or something. Yeah, but that's a lot. Well, I hope you get cool weather soon. So she needs to be shaved, and I'll take her but she does not like the process. And not only that, I am horrible. You would think I probably started shaving her when she was 3 years old. So it's been over 10 years. I've been giving this poor dog bad haircuts. And and I tried. I read the book, and then she used to just lay down and roll on her back, and I have to shave her laying down. But now her spine kind of hurts, so we gotta kind of manipulate her and move her around, and it's kind of hilarious. Sometimes we go inside to shave her. Sometimes we're outside. It's depending on the weather, if it's too hot outside. So I think if I can do it, it's almost like giving your kid a really bad haircut. If I'm not afraid to post it, you know, then other people will be encouraged to just get the clippers. Poor Marley says he's embarrassed to go out because I just clippered him. But hey, you know, probably why my hair is so long because I'm so bad at cutting it. So, I mean, if she would go to the groomers and it wouldn't give her anxiety and she wouldn't stress out, I definitely would take her and have her groomed. But it just, it's too stressful. And at 15, so that makes her 97 years old. I don't want. I'm not even sure with a dog that old that they would even have her come in to get groomed at this point with anxiety, because I think the risk would be, I just don't cut mine. My daughter cuts her own hair, but and it looked really cute. She went from short to long, but my answer is I just don't cut it. That's why the braids, and then I washed it yesterday, so it's still kind of damp. And I'll get it braided tonight, but yeah, I don't cut mine either. And then my son, he likes layers and all this stuff, and he has me cut the length, but I think that's more of a ism, you know. Yeah, I do cut. No, I do cut the ends, but here I did get a thing. And so his hair is very fine. Our hair is very fine and silky, and it's flat and has no body. So I'll just go in and say I'm cutting layers because he wants it all floofy and standing up but long. And I don't know if it. And so it's shaggy. I am very good at doing a shaggy haircut. I'm very good at a shaggy haircut. Yes. I'm very good at that. Come on. Marley, you can show your shaggy haircut. Come on. Come here. Come on. I'll give you a blueberry. Come on. I have one right here. He says he'll take the blueberry, but he's not showing his shaggy haircut. But yeah, I've never been. And it's funny because with this being a seamstress and cutting out patterns and all, I can cut my 1/2 inch around a pattern, no problem, and never get off. I could do my straight lines on, like if it's laying down and cut it straight up, a straight line. No, I mean on the money. Something about hair I've never, ever, ever been able to get it balanced or straight across. I can't. I just can't. Which is probably why my husband would never, ever let me trim anything. Like he's funny. Yeah. I just noticed that Patrick, my darling Patrick, who is still listening, you've never even let me trim the back of your hair. Huh. After all these years. He must know my limitations very well. Yes, yes. So, I'm surprised you didn't put a laughing face up there. Patrick says there's no way. No way he's letting me near his hair with a pair of scissors. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. There's been a time or two. My best, though. Remember when the kids, they eventually always get your scissors and somebody gets a haircut. But my daughter gave my son a reverse mohawk, so she just shaved his head down the middle, and he was so proud of his haircut. He was like 4 years old, and it was one of those that you looked at him and you laughed so hard because it looked so funny, and I didn't care. I mean, I couldn't stop laughing, but it didn't bother me. I didn't care. So I sent him to school like that. And I think after 3 days of going to school, the teacher finally pulled me to the side and said, I can't. You have got to fix his hair because I can't look at him and not laugh. It's too disruptive. So we had to take him. And I think that was what prompted his first salon haircut, that he was shaved right down the center. So that's pretty funny. That was a great one. My daughter, she never, I think there was a spot or two where she clipped, but never dramatically that zip shave. She just never did it. And I did a couple times. So my hair, I have a huge cowlick, and it just like always doesn't lay center. But every once in a while, I would decide, oh, I wanted bangs. Well, I would want bangs straight across. Bangs have never worked on my head. Never, ever, never, ever worked. But I remember wanting, so then I would walk around, I would cut it too short, and then it would stand straight up, and it'd be like this line of hair standing straight up. Now, I did do that to myself a couple times when I was like, probably the last time I did it was 13 or 14, maybe 15. My sister was almost cut my hair when we were together this past week. Because she says I need to have it so I can have some pieces that come around and frame my face. And that's going to make me look younger. And then when I turn my head to the side, all of this stuff would not, it would be in place. And she says, you've got to cut just to frame your face. But I told her, no, I don't like my hair to touch my face. So the point of having hair to frame my face to look younger would bother me more than having a double, my waddles show, because I can't stand how it touches. But anyway, my lovies, I think that is just about going to wrap up our fabulous live for today. I am so happy to see everybody. I am going to finish eating my fruit salad, and I'm going to get the beans, the black beans. I'm telling you, I took that 1 cup of black beans and said, that is not going to be enough. So I added 2 more cups. Now the beans were dried. So now I have a pot of beans on the stove. Maybe we'll make some soup too with it, and then I can always put some in the freezer. At least they'll be ready to go. So that's what it looks like today. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you for coming in. Yep, here you go. I got it all filled. I just went and threw it all together, and half of what I made, I put in the freezer because there's nothing better than frozen fruit to me on a summer day. I'll pull it out, let it thaw for about 5 minutes, and then it's not quite frozen, not quite soft. So I always make some and freeze some because we can. And I just adore frozen fruit on a hot summer day. I ought to put it all in the blender. Ooh, put it in like the popsicle things. But that sounds so complicated, doesn't it? I've cut it. All I gotta do is put it in a container and put it in the freezer. That sounds so much better than those extra steps of blending and refreezing and then that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's where we are. I hope you all have a fabulous day. We will meet again tomorrow at 11:30 for another lunchtime, dinner time live. Be blessed. And okay.